Hey, church, if you're watching this, we're probably, depending on when you watch it, about a week away from Thanksgiving. Time we normally all get together with a focus around giving thanks for what the Lord has given us. And this year might be kind of put us in a little bit of a bind. I mean, because frankly, 2020 hasn't been that great. And as Christians, we know, like in 1 Thessalonians, it tells us that we're to give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. And we want to give thanks, but I got to tell you, I watch social media a little bit and watch Twitter and Facebook, and it's been 11 months of this year, and I haven't seen one person, not one person, say, I am so thankful for 2020. It's hard when we're living in this condition and in this pandemic, and how maybe people haven't joined us for Thanksgiving that are normally there. It's hard to be in a spirit of thankfulness. Well, let me strip off some guilt from you for a little bit. The key word in that Thessalonians verse is give thanks in all circumstances. It doesn't say for all circumstances. We can be just as thankful this year as we were last year. Life does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be happy for us to still give thanks. I see thankfulness on two levels, and I'm pretty good at level one. Level one is giving thanks when things go well. I'm pretty good at that. I'm like, man, I am so thankful for the abundance of blessings that have been given me. That wasn't me, that was God. I'm pretty good at that part, but I attain to make it to level two. And level two is being thankful in whatever condition that you're in. I attain to be at Paul's level of thankfulness. Paul was in prison, and he said, paraphrasing here, he said, you know what, if I die here, I'll be with Jesus. But if I live, that just gives me more time to tell you all about Jesus. So he was thankful in jail, even in the condition that he was in. I'm starting to do some research on a sermon I'm going to be preaching this next Sunday. It's called The 10 Healed of Leprosy. And I want you to listen to the first part of this and listen to the key word in this. It's Luke chapter 17, verses 11 through 13. Now, on his way to Jerusalem, Jesus traveled along the border between Samaria and Galilee. And as he was going into the village, 10 men who had leprosy met him, and they stood at a distance and called out in a loud voice, Jesus, Master, have pity on us. And that's the start of the story. But did you catch the key word there? They didn't just call out, Jesus, have pity on us. They said, Jesus, Master, have pity on us. That's the kind of level of thanksgiving and faith that I attain to. These 10 were afflicted with horrible disease, life-changing, probably life-altering, of course, and probably is going to be with them for their entire life. But even as they were shunned and put away from society and left to deal with their disease on their own, they still not only were just to say, hey, Jesus, help us, but they were able to say, Jesus, Master, have pity on us. Jesus still being master of their lives. That's the kind of level of thankfulness, and that's the kind of level of relationship I want with Jesus. That no matter what condition that I'm in, I still give thanks to God. So, bonus for any of you who are the first one to post, I am so thankful for 2020. And double bonus if you do it without a laughy face. And I hope that you have a great week.